Hello, fellow readers. I'm Ashley.
And I'm Jessica.
And this is
Sorry Sisters.
Ow! That was fun. So what's up?
Not much.
Not much.
The lights seem kind of bright.
I fucking told you they seemed bright. They're bright today. Deal with it.
Let's see. Anything cool? I got chased by a dog yesterday.
Yeah, tell me about that.
So I was working, and I have to go to strangers' houses. So I pull up to a house.
She doesn't solicit. Don't worry. She's not.
Don't worry
like
about what I'm
door-to-dooring.
soliciting. And I was with a friend, coworker friend, and I get out of the car. I was driving. I pulled up on the side of the street. I get out of the car, start walking up to the house, and this German Shepherd from across the street just is beelining at me.
What was it mean? Maybe it just wanted to love you.
I think it just wanted to love me, but it was a stranger dog that I didn't know running at me.
Yeah, that's scary.
But
if it's like, then you should run. But if it's like, hey, man.
I don't think you should run.
Well,
if you stand there, you're definitely going to get bit.
Right.
Not a bear.
Fucking bears.
But I didn't freak out. I just turned right around and got back in the car.
Yeah.
And she was laughing at me because of how I didn't freak out. Because she was like, you didn't even have an emotion.
You were just like, nope.
Turned around and got back in.
I would have screamed.
And then the neighbor whose dog it was like, hey, come here, to the dog. And so the dog left the car and went back in their yard, but the lady didn't close the fence so the dog could get back out again. So that was stupid. But I have been bit by a German Shepherd before.
Where?
At a stranger's house.
I mean, where on the body?
I go to a lot of strangers' houses.
On your person. Where did it bite you?
So it bit me on the butt.
Did you have to get stitches?
No.
I feel like I would have known about this.
Yeah, no. I think I sent you a picture, though. It was several years ago.
I vaguely might remember that.
Okay. Because I worked for a different place. We were delivering presents. And I didn't want to leave the presents on the front porch and get them stolen. So I was like, I'll just go put them in the back of the house. They had a fence. Didn't occur to me to call or wait for a dog, because I didn't think there was a dog. I hadn't seen one. And so I went in the fence. I set the bag down, and the dog's coming at me, and I just run out the fence and try to close it. But he got my butt at the very last second.
At the last second. That's so funny.
Very bruised.
Josh sent me a video yesterday of these workers. One person was pretending to be Michael Myers and had a mask and was walking down the hall, while the others, he's walking, because bad guys don't run in the movies. They just walk and somehow catch up. But then the other coworkers were trying to see if they could unlock a door, open it, get in, and relock it before he got there. And it was very funny.
That is funny.
Some of them it worked. Some of them were not quick enough.
Was it like that one where I sent you where they're wearing heels while they're doing it?
I wish it was, but no. They just were normal. They should be wearing heels, though, because every dumb bitch is wearing heels.
Well, even Michael Myers was wearing heels.
He wanted to be fancy, too.
So, yeah.
Well, nothing cool happened my week.
Oh.
Preteens bitching it out. This age, man.
Beautiful.
It's awful.
It's been the worst.
Yeah, I'll take toddler tantrums over this any fucking day.
You can ignore those.
Yeah, and they make sense to me. We gave you the wrong cup. I get it. This food has a weird texture. I get it. Anyway, I wrote some romantic would you rathers. Do you want to do some?
Yeah.
There's 4, but we can do a couple.
Okay.
Don't be scared. Okay. Do you want to think? Do you want it to be thought provoking?
I don't care. I don't really
We'll do that
understand.
1 second. Okay, so the first one, would you rather sleep under the stars with a lover?
Ew.
Or in a nice hotel?
It's just that I really want a bed.
Okay.
Is there a bed under the stars?
I doubt it. Well, maybe you can bring like a blow-up mattress or something.
Okay. And it's a comfortable temperature? I'm very particular.
It did not. Let's just say everything is to your liking.
Then yeah, I'd rather sleep outside under the stars.
I prefer the thought of sleeping outside because I like hearing all the crickets and things.
Noises.
My one fear, though, is that bugs will crawl in my holes. And so I don't know if I could sleep. Yeah, plural. All of my holes. So I don't think I could sleep, like, loose outside, you know?
Well, how loose do you get?
I'm all loose out there. So it's prettier, but then, yeah, I probably want to go to a bed.
It's more romantic to sleep outside under the stars.
Unless you get those ceiling, like, sticky stars, then you
That'd
can two birds, you know?
A little different, but yeah.
You make it fun. And then you can giggle because it's dumb. No? You don't like to giggle? You should giggle.
I giggle, but not at that. Sorry.
What if they made a really funny joke about the stars?
Oh.
Yes, they can speak. All right. Would you rather be surprised with flowers or takeout?
That's hard.
It is hard. Food is great, but like it's food. I can go fucking get food. Granted, I can go get flowers too, but I don't get flowers very often. So I think I prefer the flowers.
Yeah. And I guess my gentleman caller knows what I like to eat from wherever.
Right.
So it's not like he would buy something gross.
Yeah, it'd be fine.
But yeah, flowers, baby.
Depends on my mood.
Yeah.
That's fair. Okay, this one will make you think.
Okay.
Would you rather sacrifice the whole world for the person you love or sacrifice the person you love to save the whole world?
Don't.
What's that thing?
What?
What's that thing where she has to choose? Sophie's Choice.
Oh my God. That I don't even want to talk about that because that was traumatic.
I refuse to.
All I saw was that one scene.
Oh God, no, I refuse.
And I think about it almost every day, and I'm upset about it. But anyways, would I be sacrificing my children?
Let's say you don't have children, just you and your love.
I couldn't, under good conscience, sacrifice everybody else for one life.
I agree.
But if I had to sacrifice him, I might as well sacrifice myself.
Right, let's do this together.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go together.
Yeah.
Plus, I think
what I would do.
Yeah, Josh would get mad at me if I let everyone on Earth fucking die for him. He would be like, are you kidding?
A little selfish.
So, just a smidge.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I thought that was going to be a lot more thought-provoking than that.
It's easy. Okay.
We have one more if you want to do it real quick.
Okay.
Would you rather write a love letter or receive one?
Hold on. Didn't know letter was coming after that. And just, I thought you said ride a love.
You want to ride it or get ridden?
Oh,
sorry.
Boy.
You the rider?
Write a love letter or get written a love letter.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a very lovey, romancy lady.
Yeah, but wouldn't you rather receive it than try to come up with the words yourself?
It makes me uncomfortable.
Which way?
Both.
Well, which way makes you the least uncomfortable? At least when
Writing
you write
it.
Yeah, because you know what you're going to say.
Yeah. And then if they wrote me a love letter and it was very sweet, but...
Yeah, those things make you go, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you would like getting one.
See, I think so,
Mm-hmm.
but then at the same time, if they spelled something wrong or their grammar was wrong, I would deeply judge them.
What if it was your Josh, though? And you know he's not an idiot, but...
Well, it's hard for me to look away from when you fuck up.
Oh.
I would tell him, though. I'd be like, thanks for the letter. You forgot a comma.
Yeah. Wow. And he's like, never mind. I don't love
you. No, he's not really
I know.
a romantic fella. But no, I would like to get one. You're right. Yeah. You're right. It would make me very happy. Mm-hmm. You want to write me one?
No. I'll write you something.
Oh, shit. I'll read it, like 10 Things I Hate About You. How she reads her poem.
Mine's going to rhyme.
Am I going to cry?
No, I'm not. Oh. It's going to be mean.
So, yes, I'm going to cry then.
Maybe.
Okay. That's all of them. You ready to dive in?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Do you remember the last time we were here?
The paintings seem to be from the same painter.
Correct.
Centuries apart.
Mm-hmm. One was what, the 17th, and the other one was the 12th century? Okay.
And Brad
Vane.
Brad Vane. Oh. He's got one of the paintings. Mm-hmm. And Flynn and Mallory made sweet sexing.
They haven't sexed yet. They're about to.
Oh, you're gonna leave that in, even though I commented on it last time?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
I'm not gonna describe it, but a little bit.
No, it's okay. Ew. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. Yeah. And Mallory told him that she loved him, remember?
Yeah, and he got like all weirded out.
He panicked, and then that's why, okay. So, if you remember, everything's fine. If you remember, as you do, they're getting ready for some sex. So Mallory's drunk, and she had opened the door, and she's like, come on in. Yeah. And he's weirded out, and he comes in, and he's trying to talk to her, and Mallory is, quote, working his throat with lips and teeth.
Hold on. Mallory's working his throat?
Yeah.
Oh, like kissing his neck?
Kissing and being weird. I just don't like, I mean, she's not being weird, but I don't like how this is written.
Yeah, that...
Like, why lips and teeth? I don't... I mean, I don't like it.
Okay.
Flynn's trying to stop her, but she's not listening. She attempts to grab his genitals, but he thwarts her advances. Thwarts. That's one of my words. She didn't say that.
Thwarts be with you.
What even is it?
Schwartz.
She's drunk, right? So he's trying to be a gentleman. So he tells her that he only came by to talk, but Mallory doesn't want to talk.
No, she don't.
So she's getting annoyed because he won't just fuck her. So she just takes her shirt off, hoping that that'll help her get some. And it does. She was correct in her assumption. Flynn loses his shit and tells her, I hope you remember whose idea this was. And then they fornicate.
Fornication station.
Oh, it's our favorite station. Afterward, Mallory gets up to get some water. Classic. But I think Flynn should have been the one to get up and get her some water.
It's her house.
It's her house. Never mind. I'm not going to go there. It's just that I think that's their job. You should get me some water because of the things I just let you do to me. So. The nicest thing you can do is to get me some fucking water. Mm-hmm. Anyway, Flynn is thinking that maybe he'd been dreaming. He should have walked away. Yes, he should have, but she wasn't that drunk. Mm-hmm. He still should have walked away, or maybe like trapped her in a bedroom, and then he sleeps on the couch or something to make sure she didn't hurt herself. She wasn't that drunk, but still.
Right. If she's passed out drunk, obviously
the answer is no. Yes. I get horny brain takes over sometimes.
Yeah.
That doesn't make it okay, but I understand why he lost.
Yeah.
In that situation. Anyway, he is worried that Mallory's going to be upset with him or regret what has happened. Mallory assures him that, I'd been drinking, but I knew what I was doing. Flynn brings up what she told him that morning, the L word. Mm-hmm. And Mallory says, yes, I love you, which means naturally I want you to love me back. I don't always get what I want, but I usually find a way to get it. You had a bad experience with Lily. That sort of thing is bound to leave a mark. Lucky for you, I can be patient. And then they have sex again.
Okay. Well, that's a nice little romantic moment.
Is it?
I don't know. How do you feel?
No, it's fine. It just...
What bothers you?
It didn't feel romantic because she's like, yeah, well, you're going to love me. So that's just how it is.
It's a little cocky?
Yeah.
Oh,
and
okay.
I'm not...
Okay.
I mean, I don't want her to... Anyway, it just bothered me.
Okay.
Then after that, Mallory's in the shower and she's thinking, that's where you do your best thinking.
Mm-hmm.
She hadn't a clue why she'd fallen in love with Flynn, and that's what told her it was real, because she couldn't figure out why the fuck do I love this guy. He's everything that bothers me. I do. She had to admit that she also liked the idea that he was spooked about it. It was intriguing and challenging to be the pursuer for a change. She even sent him flowers because she knew it would freak him out and make him think, like, why is she sending me flowers? She's like, I'm going to woo you to get his love,
Okay. I think that's trying too hard, but that's okay.
It is, but it's still funny. It would have been funnier if she sent, like, a shit ton of flowers, not just, like, a cute little thing, like buy out the whole thing.
Speaking of, do you remember the movie Bed of Roses?
Vaguely.
Okay. And he kept sending her roses because she said, I think it was like the purple colored or something.
Something like that, yeah.
Okay, well, he sent a lot. And a whole lot. And I remember watching it as a little kid thinking, this is a little off-putting. Like, they didn't know each other that well. They went on, like, a walk
Right,
once,
yeah. And he keeps sending
all the roses in the city.
That's too many. I would think stalker. I wouldn't think, oh, this is sweet.
Right.
No.
Okay. Glad I'm not alone.
No, you're not.
Everyone's like, it's romantic.
For who?
I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah. Mallory gets out of the shower and she leaves the house. She's going to speak with James at the gallery because she's thinking she's going to get her job back.
Okay.
So she gets to the gallery, and James starts the conversation by assuming she knows what happened between Pamela and Mrs. K. Remember what happened?
Yeah.
Obviously, she knew. James tells her that he realizes there was friction between the two of them, and he apologizes for not recognizing that in the beginning. He offers Mallory her old position back and a raise. However, Mallory has a moment, and she realizes that by being pushed out, it gave her a chance to see how unhappy she'd been the last few months. So on the fly, she decides, I am going to go into business with Dana and Zoe.
Oh.
So she tells James as much, and he starts to panic. Says, Mallory, you must be aware of how much time and energy that sort of thing consumes, and more the financial risk involved. Mallory sincerely thanks him for everything and makes her exit.
Okay.
James does stop her at the door and says, I wish you'd take some time to think this through. I don't know why I said it like that. Mallory responds, do you know what happens when you always look before you leap? You hardly ever make the jump. Yeah, but you also avoid jumping on rocks. So maybe you should look a little bit. Just like, quick.
Yeah, what am I jumping into?
You should look a little
fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fire. Once she's out of the gallery, Mallory immediately drives to the address Zoe had written down for the property that they're looking at. Dana and Zoe are already there, so Mallory parks behind Dana, and looking at the surroundings, she does agree that it is a great location. It's a very charming house. Charmingly irreverent. Mallory begins roaming around the main floor taking notes. Dana and Zoe come down the stairs, and they're very excited to see her. Mallory lowers her clipboard and just says, hi, I'm in. So they're excited. Dana asks her why she changed her mind, and she says, I don't know. I heard myself telling James that I couldn't come back, that I was starting my own business. I guess I realized that I don't want everything to be back to normal. I want to do this, and I want to do it with both of you. That's all I know. So then Zoe launches into a speech about how she's going to change the house and what she's going to do. And then she also says that the owner the owner prefers to have the house be bought as opposed to rented. But Zoe did research and says that it won't be very much more a month if they just buy it. So they decide to buy it.
A lot of times it's cheaper.
Yes, it is, which is baloney.
It is baloney.
B-O-L-O-G-N-A. Anyway, they all hold their hands out to shake on it.
Like that?
I hope so.
Shake it. Ew.
I was going to shake it. But Mallory, before they shake, Mallory feels like she should tell Dana about her sexploits with her brother.
Do they shake at the same time? Like as three?
Yes.
How do three people shake hands?
Like that? Yeah.
At the same time?
Yeah, it's pretty weird.
We don't do
Hands in.
quack.
Quack, quack. So Mallory blurts out, I had sex with Flynn last night 3 times.
Why? 3 times.
3. Why not 4? I don't know. That's just how many times they had it.
Oh. I thought she said I had sex with Flynn. I had sex with Flynn. She didn't have to tell him how many times.
No, the sex happened 3 times. She didn't say the words 3 times.
Like, why?
Guys. Zoe is very excited for Mallory for getting some, but Dana takes a seat on the steps. Mallory assures Dana that it wasn't just because she was buzzed and horned up, and that she's actually in love with him. If that complicates things with their friendship or the business, she'll back out of both, but she's keeping Flynn. Dana, the last part, she smiles. She stands up and she says, are we going to shake on this deal or what? So Mallory clearly said the right thing.
Okay.
Later, Dana angrily tracks down Flynn at his house. She hollers, what is the idea of banging Mallory when you know perfectly well she has to keep her mind on the goal? Flynn and Dana proceed to argue. Dana's yelling about how Mallory's in love with him and he needs to take that into consideration before he unzips his fly. And Flynn tells her that Mallory did the unzipping. And then he also told her about the flowers. And once she gets him talking about how Mallory sent flowers and all this shit, she can tell that he's also in love right back, but he refuses to admit it. So then Dana's not mad at him anymore.
Tough guy.
Yeah, tough guy. Someone knocks on the door and Dana goes to get it, and it's Jordan. You got coffee on your lips. I figured I should tell you. Yeah, there you go. Oh, it's gorgeous. It's Jordan Hawk at the door. Remember, he has the Arthur painting. Dana's annoyed, and she's really pissed that he has not gotten ugly during their time apart. So he comes in, the 2 men hug, and Dana leaves without a backward glance. After Dana leaves, Flynn asks Jordan if he had to piss her off, and Jordan replies that his breathing pisses her off. Then the men...
Were they together at some point?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. The men decide to call Brad and have him bring his painting so they can look at the 2 of them side by side. So all 3 men have assembled, and Flynn says either they were painted by the same person or one was trying to emulate the other. But we know from Mallory that that didn't fucking happen. Brad suggests having Jordan's painting tested, but Jordan had already done that. His was from the 15th century.
Oh my goodness.
Brad asks Jordan why he bought it. And Jordan says, it grabbed me. That moment, the breath, because you remember it's right before he pulls Excalibur. That breath just before destiny, between innocence and power. He'll pull the sword free, you know it. And in that moment, the world changes. In this moment, he is a boy. In the next, he'll be a king.
I get it.
I get it too. It's pretty good. I like that one. Thinking, Flynn has an idea. In the other painting, he says, after that moment of destiny, would the God King have married the mortal and conceived 3 daughters if he'd known their fate? Is this about choices which direction we should take? It's a good thought, right?
Wait, who said that?
Flynn says that.
Okay.
Jordan is surprised that Brad, and especially Flynn, believe this bullshit. But Flynn's like, you know what, fuck it, I'm here, let's do this, let's look for these keys. That night, Flynn is asleep, and he has a dream. It is big time storming out, and he's walking the halls of Warrior's Peak. He's never really been in any other rooms but 2 of them, but somehow he knows he's in Warrior's Peak. He calls out, and his voice echoes down the hall. No one answers, and yet he knows he's not alone. Doors line the corridor, but all of them are locked, and Flynn begins to panic. Whatever stalked him crept closer. He had to get out and get away. So he bursts out of a window onto a parapet into the storm. With nowhere left to run, he turns to fight. But the shadow was so huge and so close, it covered him before he could raise his fists. He felt something being ripped from him, unspeakable pain, and he knew that it was his soul. So
that's so scary.
So that wakes them up, you know, that pain. He wakes up all cold and clammy. He makes it to the bathroom, turns on the shower, extra hot, and catches a glimpse of himself in the mirror. And he's shocked to see that he's soaking wet. His hair is drenched and his skin beads with water like a man who'd been out in a storm.
I was going to say, like he was actually in a storm.
Yep. This was more than just a quest for magic keys. There was something else, something powerful. And he was going to find out what the hell it was before any of them got in any deeper. So now he's pissed. He's
because worried that it's going
to get real.
Dangerous.
Yes. And he's like, that's not what you said. Okay, so now there's this like little scene where Mallory shows up. But like nothing fucking happens. And I wrote it down just because I wanted to show you that nothing happens. Because why is this even in here? Why did you even take the time to write this little scene? So Mallory shows up. And Flynn opens the door. They're making out on the doorstep. Jordan is annoyed because the dog is barking. So he comes down the stairs. And then he introduces himself to Mallory, whatever. And then Mallory and Flynn go in the kitchen. Flynn's making coffee. Mallory takes over for Flynn, which wakes Brad up because he smells coffee, so he comes down. Mallory says, I gotta go sign some papers, and then she leaves. What the fuck was the point? Nothing happened.
I don't know. I'm assuming it's in the morning.
Yeah. Maybe she was just trying to introduce everybody, but that was lame, and I'm upset about it.
Yeah, that was pointless.
Yeah, no reason for that. Anyway, she goes to sign. So after the signing, the women head back over to Flynn's house to look at Jordan's painting, the Arthur painting. But no one answers the door. The men aren't there. So Dana fishes the key out. She's like, this is fucking dumb. I have a key. And then they go inside. Mallory looks at the two paintings and practically drools. She wishes so much that she could paint like that. As she's thinking about it, a shiver runs through her, both hot and cold. For a heartbeat, her fingers seem to burn. And for that heartbeat, something inside her opened, and she saw how the painting could be done. How she could explode onto the canvas and make art. The knowledge of how to do this was gone in an instant, and Zoe and Dana are concerned, telling Mallory that her eyes went funny. They went really big and dark. Mallory says that it must have been a trick of the light, and continues to study the paintings. So she doesn't have the gift. So that's why she works with art, because she's not able to make art.
Okay.
And she wants to so bad. In the paintings, I don't know which one she's looking at. Probably the Arthur one. Yeah. There was the shadow. She can see the shadow, just the hint of a form lurking deep in the green forest. And two figures, a man and a woman, watching the boy, the sword, the stone from the far background. From a chain at the woman's waist hung 3 gold keys. Mallory decides they need to go back up to Warrior's Peak and ask Rowena and Pitt how at least 2 of these works were done more than a century apart. Turns out the reason the men weren't home is because they took it upon themselves to go up to Warrior's Peak by themselves.
They're not
in it.
They're not the 3 girls.
They are not the 3 girls.
So
they need to back the fuck up.
Yeah. Skedaddle.
Scooch. Rowena shows the men the original painting, and Brad and Jordan mention that they have a couple paintings that seem to be done by the same artist. And instead of asking more questions, Rowena just says, what a small world. Flynn gets an attitude about that. Like, really? And so he says, who's the artist, Rowena? He's such an asshole.
Yeah.
And Rowena asks if Mallory had asked him to come. And she says, the quest is hers, as are the questions. Such matters have rules. If she asked you to represent her, that's different. If Mallory has concerns or questions about the painting or paintings, she must ask. You won't find the key for her, Flynn. It's not for you. So Flynn's like, well, why is this affecting me then? I had a dream. Rowena quickly excuses herself and goes to find Pitt. And when they come back, Rowena says, please tell us the dream that you had. And Flynn's like, no, I'm not going to tell you until you give me something first. So Pitt does something with his hand. And
what happens?
$5,000 materializes in Flynn's lap. But Flynn doesn't want the money, so he just sets it on the table.
I'd take it. Wouldn't you?
I mean, yeah, I was like, I'm going to take this, but that's not what I wanted. I think
I'd still take it. Also, magic money.
Pitt's crazy. He loves it. It's going to make a funny joke, but I couldn't figure out the word trick, so I'm just going to shut up. So he sets the money on the table and says, I'm worried about the 3 women who haven't hurt anybody, and I'm a little worried about myself. I'd like to know what's going on. When Rowena responds, we'll tell us the rest, and then we'll tell you what we can. Flynn asks, who are you people? But Pitt tells him again that they cannot answer a question like that. So Flynn says, well, then why don't I just tell you who you are? Why don't you just tell me the name of the movie you'd like to see? It's from Seinfeld. Before they can dive back in about who Flynn thinks that they are, there's barking. Mo and the 3 women enter the parlor, and Mallory is fucking livid when she sees Flynn. They argue loudly about how just because she's in love with him doesn't mean she's going to sit back and let him run her life. And Flynn fires back with, I'm in this, Mallory, whether I want to be or not, and I'm here to find out what that means. Flynn is worried because Rowena made it seem like such a romantic story, but really there's a lot more to it than that. Rowena has everyone sit down, and then she asks Flynn again to start from the beginning and explain his dream. So he starts with him wandering the house, the sensation of being watched. He relates the experience on the parapet, and then ends with waking in his own bed, drenched with rain. He says, it wanted my soul. It was letting me know that that could be the price for being in this. He didn't say that, but
that's what he deduced.
Yes. Pitt doesn't like it, and he tells Rowena, this can't be the way. They aren't to be harmed. This was the first and most sacred promise. Rowena realizes that the fact that the bad guy has come through the veil to fuck with them must mean that they believe that he believes that they're the ones to break the spell. Because he wouldn't come out messing with them.
Couldn't it just be a dream?
Yeah, but he knew it wasn't.
Okay. It's a book. So
right. Right.
It's make-believe. And this hasn't happened in the past.
Correct.
So bad guys coming through the dreams. So he must be worried they're getting close.
Exactly. Okay. Yep. So she says, Rowena tells everyone that she will protect them, but they cannot fail. We also find out that Rowena is the one who painted all the paintings. So Mallory asks why in the art does Rowena never show the Shadow's face? And she answers that he wears more than one. Flynn gets angry and tells them that they are all the way out and that they're just going to give the money back and they're done.
Oh, he's the big tough guy making decisions
for everybody. Yeah, he's a piece of shit. I'm sorry. I really don't like this man. Mallory does not appreciate Flynn speaking for her. She assumes, correctly, that this isn't just something that they can back out of. They signed a contract. Flynn thinks Rowena and Pitt just have the keys and they're messing with them. That pisses Pitt off and he loses his temper and he yells, do you think we live here with you out of choice? That we place our fates, the fates of those in our charge, in your hands because we wish it? Boom.
I feel like Flynn's really causing some issues here.
He is.
Is he even helping?
It doesn't feel like it. Zoe's little quiet voice breaks through everything and says, you can't go home, but we are home. You had no right to trick us into being part of this without telling us the risks. But Rowena throws her hands up and says, we didn't know because they'd never gotten this close before. Flynn thinks that Rowena and Pitt just need to tell them where the keys are, but then Mallory realizes. She says, if the spell is to be broken, it has to be by us. Women, mortal women, using our brains, our wits and energies, our resources in our world. Otherwise, no key opens the box because we're the real keys. The answer is within us.
Are they the keys? Do they turn into keys?
It's a Beauty and the Beast situation, but reverse. Rowena gets really excited because nobody's been this close before. But Mallory has some questions she wants to ask in private. Flynn says he'll stay with her, but she's like, no, fuck you. And she shrugs him off and tells him to leave her alone.
Yeah.
Then they're in another room. Mallory says, why was I taken behind the curtain? So they do talk about curtain once.
It's fine. Forget it.
I'm sorry. And Rowena says he wanted to show you his power. Who is he? His wiener power. His name is Cain, a sorcerer, a dark one. He showed himself to you so you would be frightened. There's no need to frighten you unless you can succeed.
Wait. She didn't see him.
Mallory did in her dream. Wait, hold on. She has a dream. She's about to have a dream.
Oh.
So she's asking who the bad guy is.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Like, I thought she had a good dream.
Yeah. Why would he show himself to her? I think she means the royal you, like you guys. I think he showed himself to you people who are in this.
Okay.
Yes. That was good because
what?
Anyway, Mallory wonders why he hurt Flynn and is told it's because she loves him. Mallory is worried her love is another trick and that she'll feel differently when the time is up.
Maybe, because it's not real love, but that's me.
You don't know. You ain't know them.
I know.
Before she leaves, she tells Rowena and Pitt, I don't know them, but I know the people outside. You should know that if it comes down to a choice, I'll choose the ones I know.
Also,
I know. She's not like she's known them for... Yeah, I know. But she feels like she's known them forever.
I'm such a bitch.
You're in... It's okay. It's a bitch day. It's fine. That night, here's Mallory's dream. Okay. In the dream, she wakes and she finds Flynn at the stove making her breakfast. He mentions that he wanted to let her sleep since she's been working so hard getting ready for her show. A baby monitor on the counter sounds the little cries of a baby. She goes to check on the baby and then she starts to panic. She can't remember his name. Something was wrong. Mallory says, it's not real, is it? And a voice responds, it could be. Light flashes and she's standing in a studio. Canvases are stacked against the walls or rested on easels. All of them were her work. She picks up a brush and begins to paint. As tears stream down her face, she realizes again that it's not real. She drops the brush and comes face to face with Cain. He asks if she wants to keep that power, the power to create art. First she says yes, but in order to keep the power, she has to stay in the dream world to have everything she wants. So she says, I don't want a dream. I want my life. I won't trade my life for your illusions. And then Cain gets angry and yells, then you will lose all.
Oh. Dang.
That wakes her up. So Mallory is waking up and she's screaming. She realizes that under her screams that there's someone pounding on her door, her patio door. It was Flynn. Duh. He had stopped by or was walking by and he heard her screaming. So he's like, oh shit, what's going on? So Mallory lets him in and she tells him that she had a dream, but she doesn't want to talk about it yet. And then Flynn gets angry at her mixed signals and hollers frustratedly at her, which makes her cry. And she apologizes to him, which, no. She apologizes, telling him that she's just afraid and she doesn't know what's real anymore. He calms down and tries to comfort her, and she walks him through the dream. Mallory tells him that she wants him to stay, but she's afraid to sleep, which reminds me of that Bones episode when Hodgins and Angela finally get together after they get buried. Oh, so good. Do you cry at every Bones? You don't cry. I cry at every Bones episode. They've always got some montage or some pulling at the heartstrings bullshit, and I struggle.
I don't think I cried at any of them.
Jessica. Yes, you did.
Which one?
What about when Zach?
That didn't make me cry.
Didn't make you cry?
No.
When they're all saying goodbye at the hospital?
No.
Oh my God, she has no heart.
I don't. What's wrong with me?
She sent me a fucking video of this raccoon who had some cotton candy, and he drops in the water, and it dissolves, and he's looking for it, and he can't find it. And I teared up. I genuinely almost cried. And that was rude of her to send.
Sorry.
It's okay. Anywho, Flynn says, because she said she's afraid to sleep, and he said, what? Oh no, she says to him, this might not be real either, but I need you. And he tells her that it is real, whatever they're feeling is real. And then they have sex again. So,
honeymoon stage.
Yeah. It's all about the sex. And Dana, the next morning, shows up early at Mallory's house. Mallory's still asleep, but Flynn had called her to ask if she could keep an eye on her because he had to go to work. When she wakes up, Mallory finds Dana in the kitchen snarfing down a bagel. They sit down together and Mallory tells Dana everything from the dream. Dana asks what this Kane fellow looked like. Mallory attempts to sketch him. She says he felt compelling, even charismatic. Bad guys usually are. Mallory hates that he was in her mind, knowing what she feels and what she wishes for. But Dana makes her feel a little bit better by saying, well, he didn't know you'd tell him to kiss your ass, so that's a win. They arrive. No. Forgot a little bit.
Where are they going?
They're going somewhere.
Where'd they go?
Mallory wants to go look at the paintings again. So they go over to Flynn's. Dana's not looking forward to being around Jordan, but she's like, I can fucking deal with it for Mallory. So they go over there. When they arrive, Mallory's looking at the artwork and Dana's like, come here to Jordan. Just go in the kitchen. They're going to hash it out, get it out of the way, whatever. They go into
a pretty fresh breakup?
I don't think so.
Okay.
She's just really mad about it. I don't know why she's so pissed off about it. We will know in the other books, I guess, I'm sure. But anyway, so he kisses her. They go in the kitchen and he kisses her because that's what men do in these books. And she says, there it is. I found what she said. She said, if you try that again, you'll be bleeding from various wounds. That is the right response. There's definite bad blood between them. She tells him, guard Mallory, because she can't keep her shit together, and she just fucking leaves. Mallory studies a painting until her vision blurs. 3 paintings, 3 keys. Did that mean there was a clue and a direction in each painting for each key? Or was there a compilation in the 3 paintings for the first key? The Arthurian portrait didn't seem to be part of what she was certain was a set. Was there another painting to complete the triad? The key might be in a place where there was art or love, beauty or music, or maybe where the choice to keep them or discard them was made. A museum? A gallery? Mallory gets Mallory gets an idea and runs to find Dana, only to find Jordan instead. And he informs her that Dana left like hours ago. So Mallory tells him that she wants to go to the gallery to look for the key.
James's gallery?
Yes. Jordan says that she makes a good point, but they might look a little suspicious just wandering around, like looking up close on all the paintings at the gallery. So
it's a gallery. Look however you want.
I know, but you don't want to be up like feeling around.
Why? It's an optical illusion. Do you have to be that close to
do to search for keys. You don't know where they are. So instead of going and looking weird, Mallory gets in contact with Todd. Todd gives her his keys so that her and Flynn can go in after hours and look around.
Okay.
Todd was hoping that it would be like some fetishy thing, why they wanted to go in, but he was disappointed. When they get there, Mallory tells Flynn what the keys look like according to what she's zoomed in on the paintings. Assuming the keys are proportionate in the paintings, they're probably about 3 inches long. Has a decorative pattern, a Celtic design, a triple spiral that Mallory got a zoomed in picture of on, not Mallory, Zoe in one of Dana's books. It had the design, not the key itself. Offhandedly, while Mallory's looking through stuff, she says, anything you find here, you can't write about it to Flynn. She's just like, by the way, because these people, like, we're the ones sneaking around. We shouldn't air out their dirty laundry, whatever. That really
meaning Rowena and Pitt?
No, meaning James.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. We're almost done. He gets really mad and he says, Don't question my ethics, Mallory, just because you're questioning your own. And don't ever tell me what I can and can't write.
I do not like this guy.
Like, couldn't they have just had a conversation? Like, she could have said that and he would be like, why are you telling me what I can and can't write? And then she'll be like, well, I just wanted to make sure that, like...
Communication is just shit.
It's so bad.
I believe in communication.
I do too. Just fucking talk about it. So they don't speak. They're looking around in different rooms, not talking to each other. After a while, they get in a fun rhythm of looking through their shit, but still, they're not talking. Eventually, Mallory goes to him and apologizes again to him and says, I can't claim that I have absolute trust in you. That conflicts with how I feel about you, but I can't explain it. No more than I can explain how I know the keys aren't here. The key's not here. I still have to look, but it's not here, Flynn. There's nothing here for me now.
Okay. Is that it?
Yeah.
Um,
He sucks.
Don't like Flynn.
No.
Is that because I don't read a lot of romance books? Is that a thing? Or was it a thing in 2003?
I don't read a lot of romance books that aren't Nora.
Okay.
Because I enjoy the storyline parts of it.
Yeah.
So if I was to read a different author, I don't know. I've read some more smutty things, and they are like that, but they communicate better.
Yeah.
Even if he's over there purring like a fucking cat in the weird shit I'm reading, he still communicates better than this human man.
What are you reading?
It wasn't a cat. Was it a cat?
What?
I don't think they weren't cats. They were vampires, but like they made this sound like a big cat. J.R. Ward, the Blood Brothers series.
Okay.
Oh my God. Should I make you do that?
No,
I won't make you guys do that. But the storyline, again, the storyline was really good. You also got to read about it from like the bad guy's point of view. Mm-hmm. Anyway, I don't know if it's a common theme in hers, like to just, this guy's being an asshole, they grab each other and they kiss, like it's just so passionate that they have to,
that doesn't do it for me.
It doesn't for me. I have to be in a very specific mood for that to do it for me, and that's probably not going to happen.
Yeah, because if you're being an asshole, I am immediately turned off.
Me too. It's like, whoa, that's unattractive.
Yeah, like, you just calm the hell down. You are doing too much.
Yep.
How about you just ask me a question instead of whatever. I'm also in a real bitchy mood. Just from menstruating.
The bears can smell the menstruation.
So he's not my favorite. No. Rowena's my favorite.
Yeah, she's fucking great.
So they have to find the keys.
Yes.
Do they have to find the literal key, or do they have to find out the location of where the key is? Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Because if she's looking in a painting, obviously that's not the literal key.
Right. She thinks that she was looking for a literal key. So they were like feeling around the paintings.
Oh, okay.
Like looking for a literal key. But it's been so long since I've read this. I've almost finished it. But they haven't like come to the end yet. Mm-hmm. But I think that they are the keys themselves. Like, you could have the key to the box, but it's not going to work if they haven't unlocked the thing inside themselves that they need to unlock.
Oh, there's layers?
I think there's layers, yes. I could have just made that up. But I feel like that's...
Well, there's only one more episode.
There's only one more episode.
Okay. And I'll have this, at least one key...
Yes.
Found?
Yes.
All right. Okay.
Okay. And she'll have well, obviously not next episode, but there'll be another fun little video coming out of us picking the book for the next episode.
Oh, for the book I'm going to do?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because we decided, let's just,
drew a random book out of a
cup.
All right, well, follow us on the social medias.
Yeah, please.
Who is it? Like and subscribe on YouTube.
Yeah, do it.
Do it. Comment. Do
Love
some
it.
stuff.
Touch it.
Tickle it.
Tickle it just a little bit. That's the wrong word.
Okay. All right. Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.